Hi, my name is Karl Schwantes and I'm the Managing Director of Xenox Diamond. I completed my Money and You program in September in 2017. Started to do Money and You. I think what I had in my mind was I'm a very big believer in personal and professional development. And up until that point in time, it had been predominantly in the professional sector. So I think I was really looking for something that was going to give me a well-balanced and rounded development so that one could really help the other. Why did I decide that Money and You was the right program for me? I had some great recommendations and referrals from some family and friends that had done it. And they just simply said, Money and You is the program that you have to do. I love to go into a program, just fully leaning in and embracing everything that the program has to offer. The hours, the games, none of that worried me at all. I was just really eager to learn. What was the experience like? How would it be different to others? The Money and You experience for me, it was so immersive and fully involving. I've never been to a program before where it's almost like every one of my senses had come alive. So involved in playing the games and naturally appealed to my slightly competitive nature. And in doing so, I really learned a lot about myself. For me, the main difference between a Money and You program and a normal seminar or workshop that I've been to is that in the normal seminar-based programs, you're just kind of sitting and receiving the information in the hope that in the weeks that follow that you'll actually implement some of the teachings that you've learned. And what I found with Money and You was it just really resonated with me on such a deeper level that it was almost like the shift and that transformation happened immediately. Having been to many different programs over the last decade, I probably couldn't say that I'd ever really kept in contact with any of the people that I'd met in other programs. But the Money and You experience and the community that I've come into contact is it's refreshingly different. And it's hard to put a word to really describe it, but the connection is just so much deeper. And the people that I've managed to connect with in my journey over just the last 3 years have formed some of probably the most intrinsically connected relationships that I've ever had. So what's happened since I finished Money and You? So the Money and You content that I've learned has really helped me probably in two different areas. And the first one is in and around leverage. And ultimately that's kind of doing more with less. And the second one is in and around a team and being connected with the people that I work with. Just, the work with, we kind of call it our work family, but also the home family. And the way we communicate and talk with each other just comes from such a deeper place of authenticity and respect that it's really enriched the lives of not just myself, but everybody in my circle. So the way I feel now about life and business compared to pre-Money and You is I feel so much more hopeful that whatever life throws at me, I have a lot more resilience to cope with and tackle any of the challenges that come around. But I also feel so much more connected and grateful. And for me, that's been a tremendous journey and something that I continually try to work on in myself every day. What would I say to somebody who's considering doing Money and You? 100% lean into it. It's one of those experiences that you'll always look back on with fond memories and realize that this was probably one of the most pivotal points in your life where things really started to shift. And the only question that you'll probably have is, how would I rate my return on investment from doing Money and You? That's a really difficult one to describe. It's kind of like saying, what's the return on investment on your mother? It's not something that you can really put into a tangible dollar amount. It's just the gift that keeps on giving for me. So, is it 2x? Is it 10x? Over the course of my life, having done this program, the impact and the return could be 100 times. The 90 Degrees Money and You community, just not even here in Australia, but also internationally, has been an amazing sense of support. And whenever I've needed help or assistance or even somebody to kind of keep me accountable, the Money and You community has always been there. And they're there with a sympathetic ear, but also sage advice to really help remind me of the principles and the things that I've learnt so that I can stay on track and really sit in the place of coming in and giving the most amount of value that I can to the world and the people around me. What it's been like working with the 90 Degrees team is they are really such an amazing team of cohesive people that are really united in their passion in bringing about transformational change in the people that they touch and connect with wherever they go. And that's not limited just to the confines of the program, but it exists far beyond that. And they've been a tremendous level of support and connection with me personally. And I don't really even consider them part of just a remote team. They're really part of the extended family. Yeah, but this is really a program that everybody should do. I honestly believe, like, whether you're in your teens, whether you're in your 20s, your 30s, your 50s, or beyond, this program adds tremendous value.